So hello guys, today we are going to solve a LeetCode question, that is the LeetCode daily problem basically. So what is the question name? Count elements with maximum frequency. Count elements with maximum frequency. The question number is 3005. Okay, and it's an easy question. Okay, so easy question. Okay, so we'll just try to read the problem statement first and then go into the solution. Basically, you are given an array nums consisting of positive integers. You are given an array nums consisting of positive integers that you can see as it is passed as a parameter. Okay. Return the total number of frequencies in nums such that those elements all have the maximum frequencies. Okay. Return the total frequencies of elements in nums such that all those elements have the maximum frequency. The frequency of an element is the number of occurrences of that element in the array. Okay. So basically you have to, from this nums of array, from this nums, you have to return all the elements with the maximum frequency. Okay, what does it mean by this? Basically 1 2 2 3 1 4. If we take this test case, 1 2 2 3 1 4. Okay, so how can I calculate my maximum frequency here? Basically uh, basically if you just take this test case and we'll see its explanation, the elements of 1 and 2 have a frequency of 2, which is the maximum frequency in the array. So the number of elements in the 4 with maximum frequency is 4. Okay, so you can see that here the frequency of 1 and 2 is 2. Okay, 1 and 2 is 2, but okay, but so it should return 2 because 1 and 2 are the elements. 1 and 2 are the elements. Basically, if I try to then this in solution, 1 is occurring 2 times, 2 is occurring 2 times, 3 is occurring 1 time, and 4 is occurring 1 time. Okay. So if I try to see what elements have the maximum frequency, this element and this element have a frequency of 2, that is the maximum frequency. That is the maximum frequency. So I don't have to return the number of elements, the number of distinct elements. I have to return the total number of elements. Total number of elements with the maximum frequency. Total number of elements. So if this 1 and 2 have the maximum frequency, I'll just have to count how many times are they occurring in the array. Suppose 2 is occurring 2 times and 1 is occurring 2 times. 1 is occurring 2 times. Basically, so the answer would be 2 plus 2 equal to 4. 2 plus 2 equal to 4. Or you can just sum them up. So what you will get is 4. Okay. This is as easy it looks as it looks. Okay. So if I try to see my test case again, 1 2 2 3 1 4. Okay. So as you are dealing with frequencies in this question, so frequencies, what is my data structure that is just famous for storing the frequencies? What is my data structure famous for storing the frequencies? Yes, unordered map and ordered map. But I don't, in this question the order doesn't matter, so I'll use an unordered map. This will store my frequencies. Okay, I can just store my frequencies in the map. 1 is 2 times, 2 is 2 times, 3 is 1 time, 4 is 1 time. Okay, I'll just store my frequencies, and I will again traverse, I can again traverse this array. These frequencies, I can again traverse these frequencies to get the maximum frequency. Basically my first step is to store all the frequencies. My second step is to get the maximum frequency. Okay, to get maximum frequencies. My third step is to get total elements with maximum frequency. Okay, maximum frequency. Okay, first step, store all the frequencies. That will do by the map. Okay, how will I get the maximum frequency? That what is the maximum frequency in this map? Basically, I'll just traverse all the frequencies and I'll get my maximum frequency. And how will I get the total number of elements with the maximum frequencies? I can again traverse this map and add all the maximum frequencies. I'll add this 2 and 2. Okay, so it will become 4. it will become 4. If this is also 2, I'll add this also, so it will become 6. Okay, so if I just see my example 1 2 2 3 1 4, okay, I'll just store it in my map. Okay, I'll just traverse and store it in my map. So 1 is occurring 2 times. I'll store 1 2. Okay, this is my element and this is my frequency. 2 is occurring 2 times. 3 is occurring 1 time. And 4 is occurring 1 time. So this is my frequency map. Now I can just traverse this. To get the maximum frequency. Get max frequency. Okay, so what is my maximum frequency? I'll just say that 2 is my maximum frequency. I'll get 2 as my maximum frequency. I'll again traverse this map. And I'll see that 2 and 2 are 2 times, are occurring 2 times. 2 and 2 are occurring 2 times. Okay, so 2 into 2 is 4. Is my answer. Okay, it is as simple. So this as I get as my answer. Okay, basically just remember the steps. Basically not remember, it's just obvious. Okay, we have to deal with frequencies, so I have to store frequencies. I have to get the maximum frequencies, so I will have to calculate the maximum frequencies, and I have to count the number of maximum frequencies, count the number of elements with maximum frequencies. So this is what I am doing. Basically what the question is saying, we are doing exactly that. Okay, okay, just we have broken down the problem into 3 statements. The problem was only one statement. We broke down into 3 different statements. Okay, so this becomes easy to read. If I just try the second test case, 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. First step is to get the frequencies. So 1 is occurring 1 time, 2 is occurring 1 time, 3 is occurring 1 time, 4 is occurring 1 time, and 5 is occurring 1 time. Okay, so what is my maximum frequency? If I just traverse this, I get my maximum frequency is 1, and I'll see how many times is 1 occurring. So 1 1 1 1 1. So 5 into 1 is basically 5. Okay, so this is what I get as my answer. Okay, if I just try to see one more test case, 1 1 1 2 2 3. Okay, so here 1 comes 3 times, 2 comes 2 times, and 3 comes 1 time. Okay, so in this, what is the maximum frequency? 3 is the maximum frequency, and how many times it is occurring? Only 1 time. So 1 into 3 is 3. Okay, so this is my obvious approach. I'll just try to code it. What I first need is an unordered map, so I'll just create it. I'll just traverse all the elements and store it in the map. Okay, now what I need the maximum frequency, so I'll declare this mx. This will store the minimum number, so it can store the maximum one. I'll traverse all the frequencies. Max of it.second comma mx. Okay, and then I'll just count all my maximum frequencies. If it.second equal to mx, just increase my count by that frequency, and I can return my count. Okay, I'll try to submit it successfully. Okay, so if I just try to revisit my code, what I just told you, first we are just storing the frequencies. Second step is getting the maximum frequency, and the third step is to get the total occurrence of the maximum frequency. Okay, to get the total occurrence of the maximum frequency. Okay, so this is what is my solution. If I just try to read about the time complexity, so this loop is O of n, this loop takes O of n, this again takes O of n, and this again takes O of n. Basically, I can just compress it down to get the maximum element. Basically, I can just converge these loops, but as the constraints are very lenient, basically nums dot length equal to 100, so O of n square would also work here. O of n square would also work here, but I just told you the O of n approach. So time complexity in this case becomes O of 3 into n. And what is my space complexity? My space complexity is O of n. Why O of n? Because I am using an unordered map. Okay. So this was the overall solution to the question. Count elements with maximum frequency. As you just saw, the question was very intuitive. The question was just we have to do what we were said with. Okay, we just use the unordered map structure and we just came onto the solution. So I hope you guys like the solution. If you have any doubts, you can just comment it down below the video. And if you like the solution, do like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.